Hi guys, how you guys doing? I'm just gonna do some bed rant. This is a hate-orientated video, again, because I have haters telling me that I didn't have a gig, or it was a gay thing and I got a weird amount of money, or that I dyed my hair. Prove any of that. I mean, it's not my style to do that. First, I don't need to dye my hair. I don't need to. Secondly, I'm not gay. I wouldn't, and I've already turned down a gay offer like about 3 years ago to do that kind of thing, and I said no, fuck, no way, I'm not doing that. And I did have a gig, and if it never comes out, it never comes out. But I think it will, because lots of people filmed it on their phones. I had lots of fans there. That's on lots of people's phones. If that somehow doesn't get reach the iPads or the phones of the haters, I can't help that. Something tells me it will, but I'm not God. I don't know. Nobody may post it. It's not my, I was too busy having fun and rocking out to use my phone. I didn't care about my phone. I just left my phone on the side of me. It was either, to me, it was more important to entertain and have fun at that party than it was to document the process as proof or whatever. So accuse me. But I made the whole thing up just for fun, knowing I'm lying, so I know I'm going to get caught, knowing it's going to catch up to me. But at least in the meantime, I yanked your guys' chain, and I got a few laughs and kicks and views, and aren't I the winner? And isn't that my style, right? That's just how I roll, right? Think that then. But you're the accuser, prove it. It's not true. So, but you're the accuser. You're the one that wants something out of this interaction. You want to make me out to be a liar, a hypocrite, or a fool, and a fake. Well, you don't get to just assume that and use that assumption as proof. Prove it. I simply, first of all, I don't need to dye my hair. You ever see roots come out? That means when the color comes out. If I dyed it, you'll see that. You want to bet $1 billion it won't happen? You have $1 billion to bet, I'll do it, because I know I didn't, because I'll win the bet. And so what if it was $31? I like that number. That's what my birthday adds to, except the 9 makes it 40, but 40 is the same as 31 in numerology. It has the same energy. It's both have the energy of 4. 9 doesn't change the energy. Adding 9 to 31 makes it 40, which is a very, very good round number. It just happens to be in the form of 31 here. So what's wrong with that? Can you prove that means I'm lying about all this just because I got $31? You want, how much you want to bet? I'll bet you $1 million or $1 billion, whatever you have. I'll clean you out, but whatever, because I know I'm right. But whatever. Let's not talk about that right now. I just want to say that's all negative energy, but that gets put on me with you guys' hate comments. Some of you like to put hate comments on that. I don't know what your real motive is, or even if you believe what you're saying. Yeah, you got me. You yanked my chain. Woohoo! Big, good for you. You did it. But I had a blast at the party. I had fun. I did good. I rocked the place. I played guitar really good. They liked it, and I'm excited about the next party. In fact, I'd rather be at the party than anywhere else. So it's kind of a bummer that I'm not at a party right now. And if you haters want to prove me wrong, come to the party. But oh, you didn't know where the party was. Neither did I. I still don't know where it was. I got taken there. That's where I was, but I didn't ask. I'm not a snoop. I'm not a nosy person. I don't care what the address is. I didn't have time to care. Plus, I didn't have time to telling you haters to show up with your hate to prove that I really did rock the place. That's not what I was there to do. You haters could have just not shown up anyway, because first, I don't want you there, haters. Second of all, you might not have showed up anyway, because that wouldn't give you hate. It would lessen your hate stance if you were wrong. Whatever. Maybe you would have showed up. Maybe you got kicked out by the bouncers too, because it was you probably might not even have gotten in the door. Haters, all I'm talking about. Whatever. I loved the party. I enjoyed it. I've got a band. I made a band at the party. I have a drummer, a singer, another singer, guitar player, and we have a name. I'm not going to say what the name is until we actually do something as a band, because I know it'll be on Google and everyone will use it already. before we even get a practice. It'll be used by five or six, 7, 8, 9 bands. So I'm not going to do it. I apologize if this was a negative video. I'm human, and yes, it irks me a little when people that are commonly on my channel just play me out as a liar. If the burden of proof's on you, you're the one that has these accusations. You need to prove it. Wait. Tell me when you see roots coming out of my hair that I dyed my hair. Tell me when. Prove I didn't go to the gig. And really, whatever. Think what you want. And if you don't know me. You don't know me, because I would not risk that big of a leap, a lurch, a breach of truth, just to make something up, just to get a few kicks and a few likes and views. I just don't do that. I would shoot higher than that if I were doing that. I'd say I met Eddie Van Halen. No, he's dead, but sorry about that. I'd say something bigger. I'd say I went to the White House and I saw President Trump. Why not really go for it? Why would I stop at just a gig? If I'm going to lie, let's do this. But I don't. The gig really happened, and I enjoyed it. And I love the fact that I got $31. So who cares? What if I got 32? What about 33? It'd have to be a whole round number for you idiots. It has to be a multiple of 5 or something, or what? Or what? I get branded as a gay, hair dyeing liar. Still, the burden of proof's on you, and you're the accuser. You need to prove it. But whatever. Anyway, sorry about this video. I'm enjoying the musical process I'm having. Hopefully you guys are too. And love you guys. Peace, love, and rock and roll.